Oh, her body. Whoever the deceased is. No. Like I said, you've got all trials following logic, and then any admiring logic just... I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor Sadmadi. Yes? This dagger. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. Praise a lot. Why give me new ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict? Let me help you investigate. I want to help assist you in any way I can. I appreciate that, Albie. We're talking about murder. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. Princess Rafa? It is you again. The dead lawyer walking, guilty of abetting murder, unless the guilty. I see she had nothing of a charm. Why long face? Well, you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. We no need to take joy in your suffering. I wasn't able to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. In other words, she's questioning what justice is. Makes sense, but we wouldn't get a grasp of the full picture if not for the seances. Guess that answers my question. Yep. All I did was defend my client. I can't bear to see you looking so sad like this now. Your benevolence? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet? That's right. Going to prove my innocent tomorrow. But why? Why do you refuse to give up? You really don't mind. But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate, like forge evidence? What's this? Left unsupervised, to be free to do whatever I wanted, you know. Okay, now to see if she takes the bait. Yes, I see your point. Barbed head? Yes. I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of... No. Huh? Like I said, nobody's perfect. But the seance does give a grasp of... But being able to dive into a person's last moments does prove to have its perks. Yes, of course, I've seen the explanation. I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. But your benevolence! Okay, Albie, you don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. First, before 9 my know the date. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me? Of course not, I'm always glad to help. Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Now then, the scene of crime is a logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found in the Plaza of Devotion. May 11th, Plaza of Devotion. Looks like the police already finished their investigation. I think someone will be killed here. Place devoted to prayer. Name checks out then. Praise a lot. Body outline and flowers? Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today. There's a high priest disciple. Acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted. As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. And you can prove this how? Why do you think I'm doing it? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? You and your smart mouth. This is precisely where you and your loyally ilk so reviled. Emma! It's not your fault, Emma. You're just doing your job. If I had just done mine. That's right. But it's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? You will die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. Yeah, they're all like that. Would seem. Yeah, and then they care to explain the logic behind. Then again, like I said, if it's a trial, Myra's accused, no logic is needed whatsoever, it seems. Yeesh. This dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped. We discovered he was dead, right? Oh. Oh. That's where they're basing it off. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust into his upper back. And the zealot's autopsy report added to the court record. Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing? You do know that it's whatever. Oh, something says you're spinning. You clearly did. Some such as nothing does make the power of someone. See, I suppose if there's nothing much to know to do. Eh? Yeah, sorry, my words put her back on a high horse. Emma, I think she's actually interested. Would you mind explaining it to her? Body temperature drops at a steady rate. Rigor mortis as well. What? Why? Of course I'm not. How would I be talking to you if I was dead? I failed to see the human in any of this. Were there any witnesses? There's so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't. So there's no one who can attest to either side. Is that impossible? Okay, now it's possible. Alright, they're backshotting pose and they killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but... Did the monk scarf you had on? Eh? Oh yeah, he did. She could have been knocked out and someone used that moment to to touch her with her hand. Especially since her memory's hazy and that kind of hints towards, that kind of attests to that. Yeesh. You're such a huge evidence. There is no question in the issue's guilt. Really? Not so fast. What about a motive? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. Maya had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter. In other words, they have no motive. Just like every other case with Maya as the defendant. Makes slight sense though. You know, she clearly isn't. Yeah. I really blew it in court today. Acolyte Zealot died bent over in prayer. No trace of blood on the ground. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean there was a single stab provided for him. And that would have been very difficult considering the position he was in. These flowers were left here in memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called? They're known as Nomanda. And they're given... Seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is universal practice. This prayer flag looks much newer than the head. Your benevolence? What does it say here? The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. I thought that was one thing. Not the usual spot brings up the key tape. I wonder if it's even a prayer. And what key? I'll be studying music called Fair Flags, and the prayers written on them are carried about the kingdom by the wind. And I have to pray for something. People need to not get dragged into more trouble than already have been. Acolyte Zealot was killed in a prayer pose, with his head bent over like that, and last thing he saw must have been this rug. This prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul. Strange that there were no bloodstains. No, I'm not calling it quits yet. Emma? I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. I should really pay a visit to everyone and every police connected with this case. Show the inner sanctum, High Priest's house. Wait, no, it wouldn't be the inner sanctum. That was where the terrorist in me was. May 11th. High Priest's house. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you again, but... Oh, I see. Barbed head? You're not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Glebe, are you? She lost her beloved husband and now... Of course I'm not. Since she was close to both victims, only to hear what she has to say. And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Miss Inmee. That probably means she's a rebel. But what about Maya? She's innocent. Miss Inmee, you don't really believe that Maya is a killer, do you? The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found. Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That is all I have right now. My faith in her. So please help me understand what happened. That's pretty much the creed of a lawyer. That's right. Like I'm not already at death's door as is. My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Crainism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. Whenever I find that you have lied about your faith in Maya Fey's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations. Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago, while my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came... Huh? And he's been living here ever since. About 2 years ago. That's around the same time Maya arrived in Crane. Yes, he was born in a poor village and I had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his son. I see. This is where Acolyte Zealot lived. There might be something I could learn about him lying around. Eggs, I mean. Pictures of the Queen and her husband, the Justice Minister of Crime. Oh, terrifying is not a word I was use. Well, yes, they are very awe-inspiring. Follow the High Priest's wife act like Zealot and Maya. It's Amir again. Not made that mistake in ages, after all. Since Maya's in it, must have been taken the day before the rite. Should ask Miss Indy about it. I think that this will be our final family photo. But no good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is posing. Really? I beg to differ. I think this photo is proof that she didn't kill him. I feel Maya's smile is the real deal. Present. Can I ask you about this photo? It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held. The Feast of Blessings? Would you mind telling me a little more about it? This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings. The Feast of Blessings? Yes, it is forbidden during the days of the rite, so the day before it performed. King Eel? Nani? You have the kingly based dishes I made, didn't you, dear? King Eel, I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some. I can go about 7 because I'm a fucking insomniac. Try to hide it, but you can literally see the exhaustion on my face. That's pretty specific. So because the smell is too strong? A very good guess indeed. You should ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day. Wow, is it really that strong? Come to think of it, the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odour was all over town. It was like... Odour, not odor. Oh god. Just gagged my own saliva. An overwhelming odour was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. After the Feast of Blessings, Prey went over to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought it would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at that time? Statement about the Feast of Blessings that was held the day before the rite. So Acolyte Zealot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, and the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place was iced over. Freya was prayed a lot. Yeah, name, prays a lot. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others. Don't know why, but that's kinda intimidating me. But I've made some progress now. But I haven't come across any particularly insightful information even here. Miss Enemy, is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but I keep thinking about those two any longer. Barbed head? Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you. You have paid a visit to all the people and places connected with this case. I think it is about time you prepared yourself for the... Really? May 11. Detention Center. Maya sure looks tired. So sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too. You didn't. Trouble follows you wherever you go. I could never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm gonna pull off a winsome. It's not like I don't believe in you. It's just... Don't worry. Maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. What are you still doing here? You're awfully quiet, your benevolence. Exactly. It's only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you to good talk before you just... My ego made me get lost. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet. I want a bitter end. There is no need to put on a big... How do you think you're talking now? I closed 2 really old cases. I got injured about 5 times. Or 4. Well, 5 if you go for one of the wrong choices in Turnabout Academy. No, 3 times. Because I was getting hit on the head with a fire extinguisher with amnesia. Oh! Memory back. The next game, he fell into river at Dusky Bridge. Wait. Is that her attempt at comforting me? Barbed head, further resistance shall come naught. No. She obviously doesn't know me very well. Maya, what are you... What is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick here is... Oh wait, that's Maya. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. And that is what... No, it won't. God, this back and forth. Changing from one voice to the other. Even though they're both in the same cab, I just one... Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. She's right, you know. Please, you two, enough already. Well, that's pretty clear. No, I should be thanking you. Good to have you in my corner. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Yeah, same thing happened to your ancestor when... Ah, here we go. Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can, but I can't remember anything. Exactly what makes me think she was knocked out, and they put the fingerprints on there. Alright, sniff out sleepy and everything after that's a blank. No, why would they have that crying? I was gonna say, was the incense some sort of chloroform then? Right. Were you close to Acolyte Zealot? We met several times during the meetings about the rite, but I didn't know him. You didn't? Pretty much me when I was younger then. Did you meet together the day before the right? Wait. Maybe there was something in that food which... So was Acolyte Zealot like when you were eating? And what did you do? My coincides with seeing these description of events. Any idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the night started, it was just me and Aberdeen. But the seance vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. Yeah. Let's stay focused on the case, shall we? It's supposed to be impossible for a third party to enter the sanctum. That's from the Fleeing Punisher TV show, right? Because the real Lady Kira doesn't have wings. Can we please stop talking about the Fleeing Punisher show for a second, Maya? Well, I should get going now. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charges tomorrow and be on the first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll go grab dinner at El Dunes or your favourite burger joint. You pick. You can have whatever you like. First, I have to beat the charges. What is it? Okay, but why are we whispering? Sure, so what's the super important thing? That does sound important. How could you leave something like that just lying around? Explains all the whispering. Faith found that all heck would break loose. Don't tell me what I told you. The term secrets contains... secrets? Imagine that. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. It's just you forgot something, so I told her I'd go get it. What the fuck is going on down there? Mayor of High Priest's house. May 11th, High Priest's house. Hello? Anybody home? No answer. I'm assuming he's probably out right now. Well, I'll just get what I came for. I would never do something like that. Just here to get what Maya asked for. I would if you'd stop interrupting me. Examine. Ah, here's Maya's bag. What is that strange patch on the back? It's a samurai. He's the hero of action, the hero show back in my country. They are similar, but there's something different. Unless it's like Pokemon, which started in Japan and then made its way over to England and America. Rafa seems genuinely intrigued. There must be a common thread between Fleeing Punisher and Steel Samurai clans. What do you think, Chris? Didn't Maya mention something about trading with a Fleeing Punisher fan? Letter address. Beth, how much she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. This must be that Tomb of Secrets that Maya was talking about. I know it's probably Tome, but... Well, Bobtail, are you finished now? Hold on a second. The string around there is going undone. Whoops! Oh. Relax. My hand just slipped. Oh, right. This book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Your Benevolence, would you mind if I asked you some questions? Talk. This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you. Well, can you make an exception? What a surprise. Yeah, very fun. What's been inside? Your Benevolence? Patience, patience. The book contains Lady Kira's true name. Her true name? Is the name really that important of a secret? What's so important about a name? What the? Whoa, he moves quick. It's much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. Spirit. So basically like Fate's noble phantasms. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It's the same for crimes and made secret art. One of them have a name. Eh? Queen has a secret art? I should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it. The Queen's secret art. Could you tell me about the secret art of the Queen you spoke of? Come again? Oh, sorry, maybe we shouldn't talk about it. It is a secret after all, right? It is a secret art of spirit channeling. I suppose those words are meaningless. Given the fact that I had the spirit of my mentor helping me for about 2 years before I became the mentor myself, I'm just surprised how willing you are to tell me about it. Third-rate lawyer could not channel spirits simply by learning the technique. Third-rate is a bit harsh, leave himself a second. What the heck is a tentacle hack frog? Spirit channeling? That's why a medium lets a spirit possess her body to attend to our world, right? Oh, I guess I studied a bit. With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back in. Well, yeah, otherwise we never got Mir as help. But he can't do that now, he's the head. The mentor, so to speak. It's quite a magnificent power, is it not? I've never seen her eyes light up like this before. I imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times. Indeed. The spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death, or even a spirit that is brought back after centuries since a gap in time. God damn, it's hard to make my voice high-pitched and have a formal essence to it. Then again, what do you expect when you just got a naturally deep voice? Between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled. Yes, and yet it clearly recollect. Got tongue-tied there. It clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled. Maya and Pearl have used it to help me when I was in a bind. Oh wait. Forget to say anything. Spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics. It is indeed. And that is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. Illegal immigrants. Yes, it is becoming quite a problem. Some have lost their way in life and look to Zionism for their salvation. Dubious nature. Driven from their own land. Gasp and pain definitely fit that bill. And they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. Can you channel spirits, your benevolence? I am but the royal priestess. There is still much of a return. As of now, the divination seance takes... makes sense. You're only 14 after all. Pretty sure it's the age of 16 that you actually get. It's written all over your face, you impudent Lincoln. So the Queen comes from the Dance of Devotion. That'd be a sight to see. Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence. You shall see. It will not be long before I'm master. Seen in the flesh, bitch. Iris channeling Dahlia. Maya channeling Mia. Pearl channeling Mia. Misty channeling Dahlia. And Maya channeling Dahlia. Oh yeah, and no. Incident in... Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to do. Well, yeah, the only relatives she's got left are Pearl and Iris. That's true. It doesn't have anything to do with this case, as far as I can tell. Or does it? If the Queen is a spirit medium, are you about to suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Claire? Ah! I guess you saw that one coming. Lawyers are indeed a witless breed. But huh? Of course. My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is... Well, she's the one who brought in the DC Act. Even though it's Inga. Yep. Another dead end. This is bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... escaped prisoner? You mean that guy with the bushy beard? There's no reason to panic. The police are on his trail. He's no longer a suspect, but he might know something considering he was at the scene of the crime. Let's go take a look. No, I'm aching back. Forgot how badly I injured it. Oh, wow, I need to do some stretching exercise more back when I go home. Now, Mr. Wright! Hey, Albie. That's a rebel. Have you seen him? Ow, ow, ow! Are you alright, sir? 1 second. Have you seen that escaped prisoner around here? Oh, so that's why all these police came rushing over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area. He disappeared in this area? He couldn't have taken him to the air again, could he? Barbed head? Don't you wait. Too dangerous for you around here, your benevolence. Mr. Rebel could be lurking nearby. What kind of princess would you be if you took a bullet to the head? Ever thought about those sorts of things? She's fearless, I'll give her that. I'll be responsible if something happens to you. As long as I'm here, I might as well search the area myself. If I was escaped prisoner, where would I hide? That manhole cover. It's open. Whoa! What is it, Shadow? Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Could Shadow track Mr. Rebel if he had something with the Rebel scent on it? Yeah, I feel like I got something with Mr. Rebel scent on it. Something he might have touched. Is this some sort of new toy souvenir? Sorry, but no. Oh, sorry to be such a disappointment. That's the dagger I was using to write. It said that Lady Kira was with it. Additionally, that dagger, there are many other items that are said to have been hers. Really? Like what? There's the obvious stuff like swords, spears, and other weapons, but there are other, more interesting items, like her favourite hat and her favourite pillow. Her pillow? Yes, they say if you use it, Lady Kira will ensure you have a restful slumber. As long as it's nocturnal. Here, Shadow. How about this? Hope it works. I think he's picked up a scent. Mind if I borrow Shadow for a bit? By all means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah. Go get him, boy. Your benevolence. I'm heading down the manhole now. Could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait. Don't worry. I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about. That is not what I fear. Let me be a fish and just... Oh, are you worried about me? Bitch, I survived being whacked on the head with a fire extinguisher, falling into a freezing cold river, being shot with a taser, being launched into a lamppost. I'm doing this to prove my innocence. But how can you be so sure of the accused's innocence? She's already been found guilty. That's more like it. Don't worry, maybe this extra day in court will be a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. I believe in her. If she says she's innocent, then that means she's innocent. Lawyers must trust in their clients to bitter end. That's just what we do, unless the name is Matthew Ongard, or they have ties to serial killers or assassins. Anyway, when it comes to what Payne said, there's someone who revered Nick as a defendant. Lana. Until the end, when things came to light that she was trying to protect Emma about the Joe Dark incident. It's pitch black down here. Can't see a thing. Ow! Ah! Oh, ow, ow, ow. What happened? I'm down in the manhole and then... Oh, you finally came through. Ah, I remember that face anyway. And that dragon symbol on his armband. That's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake. It's him. That's a rebel. Yikes! Sorry I got a little rough for you. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Hey, want an apple? I thought he was gonna kill me. I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. Don't mind a good apple, but not right now. Where's this place? This is the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk. But right now we're using it as a rebel safe house. Wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly? A law office, what else? Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, just like you. Karine's public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer. You see that coming? But I don't suppose I'll be coming around there anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? Just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hounded by the cops and all that. So I came by today to pick up the last of my stuff. Really? Gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice, then slip out of Karine. Wait a second! You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Relax, will ya? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out like that. My bad. So, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest, trusting me and his acolyte praise a lot. Sure, I'll tell you whatever I can. Don't know if it'll be much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. Banged my head on a rock as soon as I parachuted in the Nina Sanctum. So I told you I had nothing to do with his murder, I meant it. Okay then. Where were you when you came to after banging your head? By the time I came to, it was already dawn. Must have been out cold the whole time. So you didn't see the climb happen at all? You got that right. Then what did you say you did when you testified? Oh, about that. Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid I'd seem suspicious, so I came up with that old story. Does he even realize how much trouble his big fat lies cost me? Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely my bad. He doesn't seem very sorry to me. So the bottom line is, you were at the scene of the crime, but weren't involved. Got it. So, Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep. Was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. It was a juggernaut of the law, and as mighty as a dragon. Could strike terror into a prosecutor's heart just by glaring at him. People guarded his dragon. Even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-placed glare. You gotta be kidding me. Most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused no matter how the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon? Yep, that would be it. Actually, your working call yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up, no matter how hard of a beating it took. Nothing like Dirk, I might add. Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of the beating I took was because of you. Is this a parting gift for me leaving the rebels? No, you can't keep it. Just ask if I can for now. Examine. This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots. Here's one that looks really old. Wow, this was taken about 20 years ago? Those are Dirk's sons. Really? So this is rebel Dirk in the center. He doesn't look so evil. And both of his sons look kind of familiar. The one on the left is Yudi. Oh, but you know him as Prosecutor Sadmadi. Prosecutor Sadmadi is Dirk's son? That he is. Yudi was once a rebel too. He used to really respect his old man, both as a father and as a lawyer. Then when did he become prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing on death warrant. That kind of Defense Capability Act, right? Yeah, that's why Yudi decided to be a prosecutor instead. Wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den. But never guessed it, looking at now. You can say that again. Dirk is battling a change Garan's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking up the mantle to carry on that will too. We were sure he'd overthrow Garan one day, but as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Dirk's been beside himself, so he no longer carries the will of the dragon, huh? What happened between father and son for it to come to this? What about the other child in the photo? That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas. His name's Apollo. Apollo? Wait a second. That bracelet. It really is Apollo. He was a rascal, that one, and his voice could shake the entire room. Imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere. I certainly inherited. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Rebel's description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Apollo, I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. When I know I can leave Trucy in office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Even if the management is as shady as a certain member. Thank you. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. Is this a law book? Dragon mark's been branded into the cover. Alexa? Alexa? Lamp on. That's Dirk's law book. Really? Leader of the rebels? Not Dirk? That's right, and the mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion. Pages in this one section are really dirty. Must be the section on the Defense Capability. He must have done a ton of research on the Defense Capability Act. Practically wore out the entire section. He'll send some white flowers. The flowers are still fresh. They must have been put here, maybe today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Rebel? Something wrong with the flowers? Oh no, it's just a traditional thing in Ukraine. Bad, not mine. You going to get electricity? Yeah, but the power goes out occasionally. That's pretty inconvenient. You're telling me, sometimes it goes out for an entire day. What about the stuff in the refrigerator? Why don't you see for yourself? Forget I asked. I'm afraid I'll find. What's this thing with the dragon on it? Some kind of sign? Yep, that was his business sign back when this was Dirk's office. He used to be a lawyer, right? That he was, but it was a really long time ago. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. Well, I hope you can put his sign back up someday. I will know about that. Is that coat yours, Mr. Rebel? Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader, Dirk. Very impressive. I like the color, too. Wanna try it on? Really? You sure it's okay? Of course, bet it would look great on you. Well then, don't mind if I do. Ah! It smells of moldy! Can't believe you fell for it. That thing's been hanging there forever. Note to self, don't trust this guy ever again. What are these hanging here? Lizards? If so, they're pretty big. Those are sewer lizards. We call them that because they live in the sewer. And they grow bigger than your average lizard, which makes them fine to eat. Wait, you eat these? What else would you do with them? Here, try one. Pass? I'll definitely pass. You're missing out on a fine treat, my man. Somehow I think I'll live without it. If my voices for people sound familiar, it's because I'm doing my own take on how other people do it, because I find it hard envisioning what they could possibly sound like in my mind. There's a knife driven deep in the throne of the Queen. Guess the rebels really hate her. Remember to stay on their good side. There's a ladder leading underground. Must have brought me in for that. There's no reason for me to leave yet. Let's see what else Mr. Rebel has to say. There are bowls and platters of food here. It's still warm, as if this was all recently prepared. You must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Rebel. Guys as big and strong as me. Got even bigger appetite, you know. You just fled from the police. I don't know how you could eat this much, after our excitement. Sorry if I offended you. But first, let's start with an appetizer. Appetizer's good. Where's he getting all these apples from? Wanna join me, Mr. Lawyer Man? Got plenty of sewer lizards too. Thanks, but I already ate. Well, I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scram soon. Please wait, I still need to ask you something. Go ahead, shoot. What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you in the inner sanctum in the first place? Why were you in the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? Was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. You should have tried hightailing out of the Quran like I'm doing. Cyclops. Mr. Rebel is hiding something, but I won't know exactly what it is. Until I can undo locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Rebel? Huh? Not hiding anything. No way, no how. I'll just have to use my Magatom on him then. Hey, you can keep asking, but the answer's still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool. Fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Didn't even care about what happened to him? Nope, was getting out of the rebellion anyway. Should have opened his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Quran regime. Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the high priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Like I just said, couldn't care less about the whole thing. I beg to differ. This will be here in the room if you don't feel the thing. What does that have to do with anything? You don't know? You're looking deep into your heart. Still don't get it. But I'm starting to think you don't either. I feel so much worse than saying this. I told you I couldn't care less about Archpriest. Really? I'm pretty sure I have something that points to grief. Do not perform the right, know your plan.
Take that!
Nope. What is it first?
Take that!
Nope. Damn it.
Take that!
I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Khura'in. The High Priest left at your heart, so you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? Well, those flowers don't mean anything. It's just the Khura'inese way of saying goodbye. Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death? You're reading into this too much. I told you I'm done with the rebellion. I haven't even heard from Dirk or the rest of them for a few days. And the mom planning to kiss his king goodbye. Now I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. Now exactly the plan proven that.
Take that!
I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You had a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you? They brought this food for you at your request. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Nah! Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Oh, you're good, Mr. Lawyer Man. I admit it, I've requested it, but I was just taking advantage of him, that's all. What do you mean? With my face blasted all over the place, I couldn't stay, in the open. So I just took advantage of my former comrades and grabbed a place to hide. I was gonna kiss this kingdom goodbye tomorrow. Not buying it. You're obviously lying. I can tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of evolution definitely still burn on inside you. What? That's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago.
Take that!
Dirk's law book? I'm no lawyer, so what's that got to do with me? Look at the mark branded onto the cover. This mark now stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It's Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon. Yes, so what of it? You have that same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm. But you'll be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. I forgot to take it off, that's all. No, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact that you haven't hidden that mark yet, that proves you're still a rebel. Think what you want, but you don't know a thing about me. You don't know nothing about me. No, you're wrong. You wear your heart and your beliefs on your sleeve, just like me.
Take that!
When a person's back is against the wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. And would you risk your life for your beliefs? No, I wouldn't. Nope. No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. Now, admit it. You've never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you? That look in your eyes. It's just like Dirk's. Looks like you've got the will of the dragon inside of you, too. the mafia voice sounds better. I had planned to take you out if you turned out to be on the side of that Royals. But I think I can trust you. I can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here. Like you said, no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to prove. I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned. The weeping at the feet of the Queen. Well, I'm going to be fighting until the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I ever doubted you. So, what are you doing here anyway? Came to get the secret hideout key from a helper. Secret hideout? Yep, was supposed to get my next order from Dirk. But the town swarming with cops thinks I'm murder. Nothing I can do about that. What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you? Gonna have to go on that mission. Now I'm just lying low, waiting for a chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, why the long face? Why you be able to tell me something about the High Priest murder? Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you, witness. What is it? This orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. And why am I all of a sudden talking like this instead of... This orb is a key? Yep, plus the hideout's in a totally unexpected location. And being that it's a secret, we could have just any ordinary key. Golden orb added to the cortex. Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks. Don't mention it. Besides, your fellow brother-in-arms find the powers up these. It'll help you. Feel free to pick my brain a bit more. Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kira lately. Well, my friend Myers suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You wouldn't know who she really is, though, would you? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops, she's been watching us like a hawk and framing us for different crimes. Watching you like a hawk? Framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go to all that trouble? Did you forget that Von Carmen exists? Even though he's dead. I think him and Armando are the only two prosecutors who have actually died in the series. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. And that Lady Kira figure is... Yep, she's just some lick spittle working for the Garan regime. Wow. Even without a DC, Dirk and the insurgent scum buddies are numbered. So he was talking about Lady Kira then. Advanced combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. She's no amateur if you ask me. So you're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kira to secretly take out the rebels? Exactly. The Garan regime is using her to control the people, even down to what we think. And then the people protest if the monarchy is doing things like that. Unfortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence. Without that, we can't prove anything. Another feeling. If I bring this up in court, they'd probably dismiss our hand. But I must be careful again. Goal of Revolution. Our goal to get rid of the evil No Good Defense Culpability Act. You can tell just by looking at Dirk's lawbook. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool. Their false charges are overlooked and prosecutors are the only ones hurting in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. It was the rebel leader Dirk who did it. Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he? That's the official line. The official line? Those charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you. He was? Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. And that's how the DC Act was first passed. That's why there aren't any lawyers left in crime. Even worse, it changed the significance of the divinations. The significance of the divination seance? They were holding seances in court even before the DC Act? You bet they were. Lawyers and prosecutors used to hardly contest the insights that came out of seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Right, like Dork used to say. The royal priestess's insights are just another piece of evidence. Right. I see what you mean about the significance of divination seance changing. Yep, the insights became the only truth and arguing against them was banned. From what I've seen, Mayfair would agree with that. Well, the DC Act was 23 years ago. And Mayfair's only 14. So it happened 9 years before. Yeah, 9 years before fair and impartial legal system. There's only one way to make that come true. Over the current regime. So that's the truth behind the rebels. Well, BW, my friend. It's about time for me to get going. All I am, the fangs of defiant dragons. That's a rebel. You're not gonna do that alley-oop thing again, are you? Well, just get into that. See you when I see you. Alley-oop. Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I spend way too much time here. May 11th. Corone Bazaar. Finally got out of there. It's alright. So glad you're okay. I was so worried about you. Shadow? What happened to him anyway? Came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you left the inn. So he wasn't much help. Well, did you find anything of worth? Oh, a troop then fell down there. Must have been out cold for a while. Things myself now. Figured as much. I have to find that secret hideout Mr. Rebel was talking about. Probably some places that have something to do with the High Priest. No. Inner Sanctum? Is there something in the Inner Sanctum? May 11th. Inner Sanctum. Hard head, you already searched it, did you not? Oh, I'm sorry, I suddenly sound about 50 years older. Oh, I just thought I'd look around again, you know, in case I missed something. I probably shouldn't tell I'm looking for a secret rebel hideout. You ever seen back home? Even now still unturned. Oh, yes. You cannot stump me, I know that one. Actually, I don't have a clue, it's written all over your face. Examine. Now I. Statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. Hey, this eye's missing. Sorry. That shape. I wonder. Maybe my attorney's badge will
Take that!
I knew it. She must be at a loss for words. And that doesn't happen too often. What is this place? Explain yourself at once, Bobhead. I think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. I'm shocked there's a secret door here. I imagine that goes double for Rafer. Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around. Don't worry, I won't disturb anything. At least I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And you see... Of course. Now, shall we? Alright, you're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kira's battles. Oh, well, thank you. Wait, why am I thanking her? I may not be able to enter, but I will allow new misdeeds on your part. We're watching you like a warbard from the entrance here. I told you I'm not going to do anything. Better hurry before she changes her mind. May 11th. Secret hideout. I believe this to be a sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water. That makes sense. The rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout. What about that warbard revolving door? I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect the sacred place. I suppose it's unnatural that she'd be upset. But the investigation must go on. I think I'll start by taking a picture of the place. Good thing I've got a camera to snap some souvenir shots. Rafer's really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as it will go. Guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Now to search every nook and cranny. I heard you the first time. Sheesh. What's this? A bloodstain? I should probably try to figure out what happened in here. The police? Hey, that reminds me. Emma gave me something just for times like these. Luminol testing fluid glows in reaction to even the tiniest trace of blood. Doesn't even detect areas where blood has been wiped up. Might help us figure out what happened in here. Okay, time for science of this thing. First, let me put these red tinted glasses on to see Luminol's glow. This is a huge bloodstain. Something big must have happened. There was definitely a lot of blood here. It's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture. Alright, Luminol reactions don't show up in photos. Just have to take some notes. That should do it. I didn't notice before, but the bloodstain looks like it was smeared away in one place. Is it because the warbard revolving door passed over it? Looks like an order from Dirk. What's this? Let me see that. I thought you were not supposed to touch anything in here. This is an exception. Now hand it over. Let's see here. What? What does it say? After the valiant infiltrate the palace under the guise of turning Lady Kira's ghost. 23 years ago. Must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. I know what the rebels were up to. Intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case at hand. No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kira's costume is still here, and Abbott and me is no longer able to aid in the rebels. No, you didn't. Look. Ah, she snatched away from me. Well, what she says, Vader is definitely a huge fan. Yep, that definitely sounds like a remix version of the original. Themed French theme song. Now maybe so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. Sunshine slab, shaped like macadamia. It's rather unstable, may tip over in an earthquake. What's that earthy dust smell? It looks like some of the moss about halfway up has been disturbed. Why that is? I could touch on her, right? Whoa! Slab's starting to wobble. Nothing! I did was nudge it a little. Nothing steel. I guess I'll touch it again. So this is the water source that supplies the inner sanctum spring. Goes with a channel built into the floor before heading outside. Lady Kira uses the sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body. It's also not red like the water in the spring. Weapons! And lots of them too. We're lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work. It worked? Oh, thanks. If the rebellion ever happens, I hope it's bloodless. Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything? But your benevolence, I thought you're not supposed to come in here. For once, the strange customs of this kingdom are working in favor. Something under the banner. A microphone? What's this doing here? Is someone trying to record something with it? Well, I think that covers about everything. Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. Her benevolence can attest to that. Well, Bob, Ted, have you not already seen enough? Guess it's about time I got back to the temple and go over everything I've learned. May 11th. Temple. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How'd it go? Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. What? Who told you that? Oh, Mother, are you saying she was wrong? That was so. She wasted her entire day following me around. What is it? What's going on? And that again, meme just played in my head. I see. She's made a full recovery from when we started the investigation earlier today. I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence. You have a confidence realized. You will not look so confident when I'm finished with you tomorrow. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. Especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright. Let's see here. Acolyte Zealot was killed during the fight with Lady Kira's dagger. And Maya's fingerprints were found. That doesn't sound very good. I know. It's the very definition of being up a creek without a paddle. The day before his murder, Zealot enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. Maya, gotta keep doing that. He also learned about Spirit Chan. Only difference being when I was playing the first trilogy, I kept thinking it was Mia. Actually, no, I kept calling Mia Maya. Because I took the I literally. I also learned about Spirit Channeling here in Khura'in. No, that sounds very helpful. Oh, but I did hear something interesting. That the rebel hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister. What? Really? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. You can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence. I'll be. That sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? And if that Lady Kira really is one of Minister Inger's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya. Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout found in the Inner Sanctum. There was a bloodstain inside, but I don't know if or how it's connected to this case now. Wow, secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That'd be a huge haven tourist. This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart. What I mean is that hideout could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm in a court without any useful evidence. I just had to pray something appeared during tomorrow's trial. Princess Vapor's divination seance may be my only hope. There'll be some information in it that might help. A divination seance? I thought it always works against the accused. Not always. Right, it's like Dork used to say. The royal princess's insides are just another piece of evidence. Really? Never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Divination seances work both ways before the Defense Culpability Act. So now that the people of Khura'in find it strange. Mr. Wright, I just wanted to say, good luck tomorrow. Thanks. Can't afford to lose this next one. Collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. Doing that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. This insights will be the deciding factor. Huge gamble, that's all I've got. To be continued! Yeah, I've got time for longer. Hey, that's a rebel! May 12th, 9:34 AM. High Court of Khura'in. Accused lobby. Maya looks exhausted, but I can't blame her. Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. Doesn't matter. On this case to the bitter end. You got it, Maya. Let's do this. You gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. Still Samurai versus the Plymouth Punisher, right? Yep, she's still got no... You look as if you did not sleep last night, Parthead. It is written all over your face. Really? I never look like I've had any sleep. How can you expect to put up a respectable defense like that? I'm all fired up and raring to go. Guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted. Me on a daily. Thanks for my cat barging in first thing in the morning. I'm used to getting up. Yes, it was just my imagination. This reminds me a lot of the second trial of the first one. Now then, if everyone is ready, the defense is ready, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. Oh, no prayers this time, Prosecutor Sadmadi? I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder, let us hasten this trial so we may put this dead lawyer Walkie out of misery. Fuck you. Could not agree more. In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the High Priest. And today she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Praise the Lord. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmadi, your opening statement, if you would. Certainly. The accused has now slain 2 of the most devout clergymen in Christendom. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be... Then, what terrible fate awaits her? Balgilpon hell, the realm of eternal agony. There she will suffer the endless punishment of Jagar by the... Huh? Enough! Enough! My blood runs cold at the mere thought of that such a terrible place exists. I was going to ask for a translation, but on second thoughts, please. Now then, please continue, minus the part about a terrible hell awaiting the accused. As you wish. The victim of this heinous crime was the High Priest's disciple, Fraserlot. He'd been training under the High Priest while living at the priest's house. I had met him a number of times, and he seemed like an earnest young man. How tragic that he met at such a terrible end. The murder occurred at the Plaza Devotion. God damn it! During the purification rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. They said despair. Why is this Danganronpa? The Warbard dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. Stabbing caused spinal cord injury that killed him instantly. Ah, the Warbard dagger, Lady Kira's weapon of choice. We have already established that the accused prints on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself.
Objection!
Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused may have faced a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence. Would the defense care to respond? The accused is innocent and nothing can convince me otherwise. After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? The accused's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further. But... well, once our benevolence conducts a seance, it will be clear for all to see. And once this trial is over, I'm going to need to go get a brain transplant. Your Majesty, might I have a word? Something the matter, Prosecutor Sadmadi? It is about the divination sale.
That's enough!
Your benevolence! Stop right there, Prosecutor Sadmadi. As you wish, forgive me for overstepping my bounds. What was that all about? Barbedhead, have you made peace? Yeah. I'm ready, and I accept your challenge. The problem is, I have no weapons at my disposal. I hope now we can glean from Seon's vision and Rafa's insights. Very well. A divination seance, if you please, your benevolence. Yes, let us begin.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yep, that's Brina. Good nose actually would itch my shoulder without tearing my shirt again. God, that was embarrassing. That's unconnected. Huh? I don't get it. There wasn't anything to see. Your benevolence! What in the world? She doesn't have the conviction. Either she lacked the conviction that time, or Fraser didn't have any memories of what happened before his death. I called out to the spirit's name many times, but to no avail. Just as I thought. Wait, what does he know that we don't? I had sought to confirm the contents of today's divination seance. After all, it is customary for the prosecutor to verify it beforehand. Come to think of it, I must go perform a divination seance for Fraser. It's not custom for the prosecution to review its contents before trial begins. And that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice. But appear her benevolence is tied from her manifold duties. Really has anything to go by. You like the conviction, Rafa? What are we to do without a divination seance? I suppose I shall have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. Fully capable of proving the accused's guilt with or without a divination seance. Ha 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 ha! You never fail to impress, Prosecutor Salmadi. This is bad. Divination seance is my one and only hope. Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired, so shouldn't we try to find out why the divination seance failed? How curious, Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance? Yes, explain yourself. The divination seance is for shedding light. I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday, somebody told me something that changed my mind. Divination seance was once thought of as just another piece of evidence. If we would correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is guilty. The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick? Maya, please, you're not helping. Rafer, you wouldn't know because it happened 9 years before you were born. Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel that it can pose no counter-arguments about the seance? No, of course not. It's all like me. Just find a way to make the divination seance happen or we're toast. Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Salmari suggested. Thank you, Your Majesty. Now then, I'll now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand. Very well, if the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin. So, Mr. Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go and move. Shut the fuck up. You give me a headache for the amount of times you say that. There is only one way to save them now. By giving their souls a chance to burn away the taintless. You can burn it now, Nyota. Ah! No eating in the sacred hall of justice. How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Why did they make the villains of each... The only prosecutor who wasn't an asshole when they first appeared was Gavin. Was Clavier. He has been training under the High Priest and living at his house for the past 2 years. The High Priest's widow, believing me, has identified the victim's body. May be mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What did the defense care to respond? I didn't spot any inconsistencies in the testimony so far. I don't have any evidence for my arsenal. What am I going to do? What is it, Maya? What are you getting at? Wait a second. During my investigation, Rafa told me about how the divination seance works. To figure out why it failed, maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to fetch some more information.
Hold it!
What kind of person was that acolyte that? Zealot. According to neighbors and others who knew him, he was a deeply devout youth. I too have heard his name mentioned as one who was a fervent practitioner. I suppose you might say he was the high priest's star disciple. A statement about the feast bliss.
Hold it!
2 years. Are you sure about that? He took statements from his neighbors and his fellow monks. He will corroborate our initial findings. What about you, Maya? Well, when I first... Yeah. Oh my god! I see. So the results of the police investigation seem to check out. The High Priest's widow, believe me, has identified the victim's body.
Hold it!
Was Miss Inley's positive ID the only way you verified the identity of the victim? But what? Maybe that's why the divination seance failed. Here's what I'm thinking. Fraser-Lot is a fake name. The victim decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. The High Priestess uses a deceased's face and true name to summon their spirit. Why, yes, that is indeed true. He was using a forged ID and there was no mention of him in the public records. He was likely an illegal immigrant. We are not uncommon here in crime. An illegal immigrant. Come to think of it, Rafa mentioned something about immigrants yesterday. I had always thought that Acolyte Zealot was Chinese. Oh, how the High Priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in Twilight Realm. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Should we add this to the testimony? Yes, add it to the testimony. This is an important fact. Please add it to the testimony. Would seem to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. But if you insist, Detective Skye, please add what you just said to your testimony. He was an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name. New flag. So we don't know his real name.
Objection!
Nope.
Hold it!
Maya isn't that creepy.
Objection!
That verdict was already handed down in the previous trial. There's no longer a point of dispute. I will not allow you to make it so. No ifs, ands, and most of all, no buts. The accused was posing as Lady Clara. Like I said, this guy has been the most fucking obnoxious prosecutor. Now what do we do? Now I know why the divination sounds failed, but... There's only choice to give up from the whole divination. We have some way to find out the victim's real name. Hold on, it's going to take some time to work this out. Oh boy, now what do we do? Oh, of course there's a foe. Sorry, Detective Sky. But the police missed something important in their investigation. The victim was undeniably a Chinese native. This crime scene photo proves it. It does? So they'll have to see, but look closely. You'll see clear proof that the victim was Chinese.
Take that!
Look at this tattoo right here. Why, that's the tattoo of a peach? I would like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo. Well, peach is our favorite delicacy here in Khura'in. They happen to be a personal favorite of mine. The sweetness of their abundant nectars and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh. They're a blessing from the Holy Mother herself. After the trial, Maya. Right now we have bigger fish to fry. Unfortunately, that's not a tattoo of a peach. Take a closer look. Haven't you seen something like that before? Namely, the tattoo on the High Priest's brow. Oh my!
Objection!
So that is what you believe it to be? But are they not utterly different shapes? Sure, they're shaped differently, but there's a reason for it. The victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing tattoo for some reason. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark or Kharinist clergy bear there. Until about 20-something odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one. Right, but that is entirely too much information, Your Majesty. Information on everyone who enters the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot. That will not be necessary if you seek information in the clergy. I have it all right here. Oh my, you never cease to amaze. So, tell us, is there anyone who fits the bill? There is just one, and his name is Real name. He became a monk 20 years ago. Is that enough for you to go on? Then that must be the victim's real name. But why would he have tried to cover up his tattoo with another one? Yeah, there must have been some reason. Nick, that's not important right now. The important thing is we know his real name. You're right. Your Majesty, now that we know the victim's real name, the divination seance might finally work. A lawyer who willingly seeks a seance. This is entirely unprecedented. Not until 23 years ago. You are but digging your grave, because... No one know then, don't try. Sure, it's risky, but it's only hope. Very well. Let the divination seance be held once more. Bring it on, Princess. Because I will correctly interpret each and every one of your insights. Very far. They were originally used for that purpose.
O Holy Mother, let the eyes of everyone here, O dance of devotion, guide them so that we may receive their...
Yeah, I get it now. This is when she passed now, isn't it? Because she only tried once. Yep, it worked. So skip. Oh my! It's just as Mr. Wright surmised. Praise that wasn't the victim's true name. But... all he could see was the ground. You seem terribly disappointed. Take it you did not find any fodder for one of your infamous turnabouts. I, on the other hand, have discovered something conclusive evidence that establishes the accused's guilt. You did? Ha 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 ha! Because I don't have a brain! Most surprising surprise attack. So tell us, Prosecutor Sadmadi, what is this conclusive evidence you have found? The plumed Punisher theme song that the deceased heard. Please consider this item here. Was confiscated from the accused during the interrogation. No, there's a hidden room. Seems Nick forgot there was a hidden room full of Plimpleisha. Maya, no! Yeah, never seen it look so filled before either. That is as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, if there are no further objections...
Objection!
Slow down there, your majesty. At least let me make a count. What's this? Do you take issue with the divination seance? Because if you look on the far right, you'll see an alarm clock. Oh, I have issues with it. I just don't know what they are yet. That's never stopped me before. Divination seance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly. Vapor, did you not see the room? Then again, she didn't go in, so clearly not. The victim was offering up his prayers. It was night in the right, and it was dark. The pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. And someone was there, and the accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant he departed from this world. The accused held the victim was offering up his prayers.
Objection!
Yes, because there's no pan on the ground. And someone was there, and they seemed to... I hate this, but I lost now.
Objection!
Was it really night, right? The accused slew Acolyte Zealot after... we got Easter. The only problem is that the sea spirit does not cooperate that. Watch this. Take a good look at what the victim smelled. Do you see how it says Gingil? Acolyte Zealot shouldn't have smelled any Gingil on the night of the rite. What do you mean? Let me back up my statement, Mr. Evans. This should explain how the victim could have smelled Gingil on the night of the rite.
Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that!
The High Priest's wife, believing me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of Gingil-based dishes. They're only supposed to be served at a certain time the day before the rite. I believe you're right. I'd completely forgotten about that. During the feast, the unique smell of Gingil pervades the entire kingdom. The fact that the victim smelled it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the purification. I'm not so easily fooled. In that autopsy informed of me. Alright, I told about that yesterday. Forgive me your benevolence. The estimated time of death is just an estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change. Like, if a body was kept cold, the slow rate of decay makes the death seem more recent. Why, I believe I have heard something of the sort before. If it is as Mr. Wright claims, the estimated time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. Sorry? Wait, what am I apologizing for? The entire death is bound to cause some sort of inconsistency. Showing what's like on the day could really help.
Objection!
Now that comes in play. Let's cause new inconsistency to surface. You're making that irritating face again? Cease that at once. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Now let's focus on what is important, what the victim saw in his final moments. And that's what I find so strange. On the day before the riot, it should have been impossible to see that pan on the ground. Impossible, you say? Do explain. This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's ground was not visible that night. My attorney's badge!
Take that!
This newspaper has an article that's tiny in size, but huge in importance. It says that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the riot. The victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground. Exactly. And so we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments? If you have something to say, then say it. The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the Plaza of Devotion. This could only mean that he was killed elsewhere. Whoa! Whoa! Nani? The murder proposed the victim was actually killed. About that. Ah, I haven't gone to that part yet. Yeah, there's Maya. Right, but the hidden room! That's why there was
Take that!
the secret hideout the rebels were using. The rebel hideout? There was no such place anywhere on the floor of that chamber. You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor, anyway. Then what did the victim see in his final moments if not the floor of the rebel hideout?
Take that!
The shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. As you can see, there were two distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss. I believe the victim was killed while he stood there, his hands pressed
Objection!
in. That does agree with the seance vision. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one and the same. I concur. There's no proof that the murder occurred in the rebel hideout. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go get my glasses because I do not see the blood. I've already shown you the evidence. What do you mean? Please take a look at this second version of the photo I just showed you. You can see the results of luminol test from the rebel hideout. This is proof positive that someone has been bleeding in front of the stone slab. Is this true? This information has been provided to the police. Detective Sky, to whom does this blood belong? Then you must do so at once! Yes, Your Majesty. Prepares the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please. Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? When this trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. Now I will deliver a joyous sermon onto your fate-howard street. Nick, maybe, just maybe, this is the chance we've been waiting for? Yep, it would seem so. Need to do this somewhere, but...
Suppose be the head!
The victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification. Then his body was moved to the Plaza of Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So before we saw Acolyte Zealot playing during the rite, he was already dead. And that's not all. He was killed at the Inner Sanctum, that explains one more thing.
And that would be?
How the time of death was made to look later than it actually was, the proof of which was left behind at the sanctum.
Take that! Why, these are photos of the inner sanctum.
I'd like you to focus on this. The proof is right here in this photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. You see how the snow has been removed from this one spot only?
There was merchandise in the hideout.
I open the recent location can validate either weapon or the theme song can be used as a oh! The defense can invalidate this piece of evidence.
The fingerprints on the dagger. Nope.
Ow, 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 ow. Since the murder happened in the rebel hideout. Hold on. The item that played the Plumed Punisher theme song was this.
Take that!
This is a Plumed Punisher alarm clock. I believe the victim heard the theme song.
Objection!
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. Insight revised again. I'm getting until I can eliminate the dagger.
Most impressive, your benevolence.
No, there is one.
What's this? You still claim there to be an inconsistency? Objection!
Of course it was that. Well, like I said, maybe belong a chance to. He was actually standing with his hands against a stone slab. So the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from?
Yes, I see your point.
Since the victim was standing, he could have been held down.
Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation you felt by the victim?
What caused the heavy sensation is ever. Any thoughts, Maya?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us?
Of course. I just envisioned the state Zealot was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was... The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath.
What?
Right. That was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt. Well, your theory is impressive. You have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death, rather he was stabbed. Oh yeah. What do you claim that the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen? Plus, had the killer been behind the victim, they would have been crushed together.
Well, would you care to explain?
Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab found the victim? But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Well, in the world of weapons in the little hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within. Yeah, and there's not much space by the entrance, is there? So what was the real murder weapon? I think of something. The murder weapon wasn't the dagger. The dagger wasn't... He must have been stabbed in the same spot as something shaped like a dagger. Would the defense care to offer an explanation sometime this century? Wait, wasn't there something dagger-like near the scene of crime? Something that has a shape similar to the Warbard dagger?
Is this not the photo from the scene of the High Priest's murder? You're suggesting the murder weapon is hidden herein?
This is what really took Fraser-Lott's life.
Take that!
But that is a...
Exactly. The Warbard statue has dagger-like feathers protruding from it. And that is what really took the victim's life. Haven't you heard? The Warbard statue also functions as the hideout's door. What do you mean? The statue can pull a complete switcheroo. A switcheroo? To put it simply, it's a revolving door.
A revolving door? Well, that makes perfect sense. Just a pity I'm too dim-witted to actually think of it.
Therein, therefore I believe the truth behind the divination sounds to be this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, the stone sculpture came toppling toward him. He threw up his hands to stop it, but its weight forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Warbard statue was right behind him. What do you accuse him of? Meaning? At this point, she had held it while rehearsing for the rites, which is when her prince got on it.
This is a shocking turn of events, but there is a great deal of circumstantial evidence in the defense's favour. I believe we must accept that the Warbard statue was what killed the victim.
Now that we know how Acolyte Zealot really met his demise, there's no basis for claiming my client committed this crime. Still feeling guilty. No, your benevolence. It's not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth. Do you understand now?
Your kingdom needs lawyers so that they can interpret your insights.
That means I have been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time.
Your benevolence! Are you unwell? All the colour has drained from your face. As you wish.
So yep, she's evaluating her sense of justice.
They're kind of bad for her. Now then, I would have the defense continue. Please explain what you have learned now that we know how the victim actually died.
Acolyte Zealot,
phrase a lot, was killed in the hideout before the High Priest's murder. That means the body found in the Plaza of Devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the Warband dagger was thrust into him, to make it look like the murder weapon. That does seem to agree with what we now know. But why would the real killer go to such lengths?
It was an attempt to make my client look like a serial killer. That's right, the real killer planned all of this. This forged serial murder case.
They did?
Satura! Satura ima o mandomo samashi de tashi no ketare gasse o soroka!
What? Like these putrid herd riddles, clumps of curds, a thinny rat like you could love. Your reasoning, much like your putrid herd riddled brain, has putrefied. What's his deal with things going putrid? You have yet to overturn my argument that he chooses to kill. Careful analysis of the chain of events up to your killing exposes the truth as follows.
Ryutu is basically the Edgeworth for Karai. Gone from following in his father's footsteps to becoming a prosecutor and twisting events to go in his favour.
Objection!
I might try and move that Acolyte Zealot's body to where everyone could see it. Nor would she stab the dagger with her fingerprints into his dead body. She had no reason to do any of those things. The dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebels. Something along the lines of Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragons.
So that is why she moved the body to the Plaza Fall to see.
I have the judge convinced too.
So like I said, he's the Edgeworth of Karine. I finally made some headway. Well, Mr. Wright, about time for one of your groans of distress, is it not?
Groan of distress? Can't be to admit this, but I've got nothing to counter his argument with. Stalin is proving the allegations against Maya.
Take not time to end your futile struggle. You already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accepted death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finding no peace.
Why did his wife not kill him? I'm a rotting zombie. Think, who could have killed Zealot the day before the murder? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could get access to the inner sanctum? Wait a second. Only a rebel would have known about the secret hideout. The person who was involved in the riot and access to the sanctum, suspected of being a rebel, was...
Do I know you?